Look, you guys all know this since you've asked me before about other conversations. I don't talk about my conversations with presidents, president-elects. Let me just say this. The president-elect is aware, obviously. I've worked for two presidents, different positions, senior advisor for President Clinton, chief of staff for President Obama, and I've worked on their transitions. I think you also know that we talked about a host of things, a host of issues. I'm also not a shrinking violet. I think we can say that. Thanks for that. I'm not a shrinking violet, so I'm also clear about what's important for the city of Chicago, what are our values, and I've been very clear about what I think are what is important for the city, and what our values are, not just as a city, but as a country. And not only am I not a shrinking violet, I'm familiar with being able to speak honestly and frankly with presidents, correct? The president-elect called. I don't want to, again, I want to be, you know, the key thing is if somebody's making a phone call, you know my view about this, which is they're private unless they want to talk about it. That said, I was upfront, honest. We talked about a range of issues, but I can think it's fair for me at least to characterize that he is obviously quite familiar with my background, working for two prior administrations in different roles and also on the transitions. And I was, while that was the impetus, we talked about a number of things, but I was also clear about what I think is important, what I care about, and what I think is and what I'm willing to speak up about when it comes to our values of what I think represent this great country.
So immigration was one of those things. Did you discuss that? And what did he say? What was his take on that?
I'm trying to respect. It could also be, if you do it wrong, the last phone call you have. So let me say this. You know, he's talked to Mayor de Blasio. You know, he's talked to Mayor Garcetti. I've had a conversation with him, and I was. And I'm familiar with talking to presidents, and I was upfront and direct. Go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, everyone.
Are you more?
I'm not going to characterize that.
Can I ask you specifically about its infrastructure program that seems to be heavily based on the tax code and giving investors some tax breaks? What does that mean for Chicago?
How about this? Let's say this. As I said, I'll refer you to earlier what I said. We talked about a range of things that he was interested in, and a range of things that I wanted to be clear about, that I think we all believe in, care about, because this is a great city. And as you know, he's an investor in this city. He's an investor in a city that is also, let me be clear, a sanctuary city. And there's a reason it's a sanctuary city.
Did you come away?